Truckers across the country are bracing themselves for a freight market collapse as rates are expected to face a massive drop. In this video, we'll delve into the factors behind this impending crisis and the potential impact it may have on the trucking industry as a whole. So without further ado, let's get started. To understand the significance of the potential market collapse, let's first take a look at the current state of the freight market. Over the past few years, the trucking industry experienced a surge in demand, leading to skyrocketing freight rates. This was primarily driven by economic growth, increased consumer spending, and the rise of e-commerce. However, recent developments indicate that this trend is about to reverse. Global economic factors have contributed to the impending market collapse. Trade tensions between major economies and geopolitical uncertainties have led to reduced international trade, impacting the demand for trucking services. Furthermore, the COVID-19 pandemic has caused disruptions in supply chains and shifted consumer behavior, altering demand patterns. An oversupply of trucks and drivers in the market is another significant factor contributing to the market collapse. The high freight rates witnessed in recent years prompted many companies to expand their fleets, resulting in excessive capacity that has outpaced demand. As a result, truckers are now faced with fierce competition for limited available loads, exerting downward pressure on rates. The emergence of new technologies and transportation models has also disrupted the traditional trucking industry. Autonomous vehicles and freight matching platforms have improved efficiency and reduced costs for shippers. However, they have also decreased the need for traditional trucking services, further exacerbating the market collapse. Several factors have converged to create the perfect storm for a freight market collapse. The first major factor is the global economic slowdown. Trade tensions between major economies and geopolitical uncertainties have led to reduced international trade, impacting the demand for trucking services. Additionally, the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted supply chains and altered consumer behavior, leading to a shift in demand patterns. One significant factor contributing to the market collapse is the global economic slowdown. Trade tensions between major economies such as the United States and China, along with geopolitical uncertainties, have created an atmosphere of caution among businesses. This has resulted in reduced international trade and weakened demand for trucking services. With a decline in trade activities, the need for transportation and logistics services has diminished, leading to a drop in freight rates. Additionally, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a profound effect on the freight market, exacerbating the challenges faced by truckers. The pandemic disrupted global supply chains, leading to reduced trade activities and changing demand patterns. Industries such as retail, manufacturing, and construction experienced significant disruptions, causing a decline in shipping volumes. With decreased demand for transportation services, truckers faced a decrease in available loads, thereby further driving down rates. Another significant factor is the oversupply of trucks and drivers in the market. The high freight rates of the past few years encouraged many companies to expand their fleets, resulting in an excess capacity that has outpaced demand. The surplus has put downward pressure on rates as truckers are now competing fiercely for limited available loads. The oversupply of trucks and drivers in the market is a result of the booming freight rates witnessed in recent years. The high profitability of the trucking industry attracted many companies to expand their fleets, aiming to capitalize on the lucrative opportunities available. As a result, the market became saturated with an excess capacity of trucks, surpassing the actual demand for transportation services. This oversupply has triggered intense competition among truckers. With a surplus of trucks on the road, truckers are vying for a limited number of available loads. This cutthroat competition has led to a downward pressure on freight rates, as truckers are willing to accept lower-paying loads just to keep their trucks operational and cover their expenses. Unfortunately, this race to the bottom ultimately affects the income and financial stability of the truckers. The impending market collapse will have a severe impact on truckers across the country. One of the most immediate consequences will be the sharp decline in rates. Truckers who relied on the high rates to sustain their operations may struggle to cover their expenses, leading to financial hardships. Many independent truckers and smaller companies in particular will face the brunt of this crisis. Independent truckers and smaller companies will be particularly vulnerable to the impact of the market collapse. These truckers often operate on slim profit margins and have limited financial reserves to withstand prolonged periods of reduced rates. Many may find themselves struggling to make ends meet, leading to potential business closures and job losses within the industry. Moreover, the oversupply of trucks in the market will intensify competition among truckers. With more trucks available than there are loads to transport, truckers will find themselves competing fiercely for limited opportunities. opportunities. This cutthroat competition will force truckers to accept lower-paying loads just to keep their trucks on the road. As a result, the overall income and profitability of trucking operations will be significantly affected. Moreover, the oversupply of trucks will intensify the competition among truckers, forcing them to accept lower-paying loads just to keep their trucks on the road. The cutthroat competition will not only affect the truckers' income, but also their overall quality of life. Increased time on the road coupled with lower rates could lead to fatigue, stress, and potential safety hazards. Despite the bleak outlook, there are strategies that truckers can employ to weather this storm. Firstly, diversify their client base, and exploring new markets can help truckers reduce their reliance on a single sector. Adapting to changing demand patterns and finding niche markets may provide a lifeline amidst the market collapse. Additionally, embracing technological advancements can offer significant benefits for truckers. Integrating telematics systems and utilizing route optimization software can help minimize fuel consumption and optimize delivery routes. Embracing digital freight platforms and load boards can also help truckers access a wider range of loads and improve load matching efficiency. By leveraging technology, truckers can enhance their competitiveness and find new opportunities for growth. Collaboration and networking within the industry can create opportunities for truckers to weather the market collapse. Joining forces with other truckers or industry organizations can enable them to pool resources, negotiate better rates, and collectively navigate through the challenging market conditions. By sharing knowledge, experiences, and contacts, truckers can enhance their market presence and increase their bargaining power. Additionally, improving operational efficiency and reducing costs will be crucial. Truckers should focus on optimizing their routes, improving fuel efficiency, and utilizing technology to streamline operations. By cutting unnecessary expenses and maximizing productivity, truckers can mitigate the impact of lower rates on their bottom line. Another aspect to consider is fuel efficiency. Implementing fuel-saving practices such as regular vehicle maintenance, proper tire inflation, and reducing idle time can significantly reduce fuel consumption and expenses. Additionally, staying updated on the latest fuel-saving technologies and utilizing tools like fuel cards to access discounted fuel prices can further contribute to cost reduction. Adopting technology solutions can also enhance efficiency in various aspects of trucking operations. Utilizing electronic logging devices, ELDs, for accurate automated hours of service tracking can save time and ensure compliance. Implementing load management systems and digital paperwork solutions can streamline administrative tasks and reduce paperwork-related inefficiencies. Cost reduction strategies are equally important for truckers facing a market collapse. Let's discuss some key areas where cost-saving measures can be implemented. One area to focus on is maintenance and repair costs. Preventative maintenance practices, including regular inspections and addressing minor issues promptly, can help prevent major breakdowns and costly repairs. Establishing relationships with reliable and cost-effective maintenance providers can also contribute to reducing maintenance expenses. Managing operational expenses is another crucial aspect. Careful monitoring and control of expenses such as fuel, tolls, permits, and insurance can help truckers identify areas where costs can be optimized. Negotiating favorable rates with fuel providers and insurance companies, as well as exploring options for volume discounts, can lead to substantial savings. Lastly, collaboration and networking within the industry can create opportunities for truckers. Joining forces with other truckers or industry organizations can help them to pool resources, negotiate better rates, and collectively navigate through the challenging market conditions. Networking within the industry is another powerful tool for truckers. Building connections and nurturing relationships with industry stakeholders such as shippers, freight brokers, and logistics companies can create opportunities for truckers to secure contracts and access a wider range of loads. Attending industry conferences, trade shows, and networking events can help truckers meet potential clients, establish rapport, and build a positive reputation within the industry. Furthermore, technology has opened new avenues for networking in the trucking industry. Online platforms and load matching websites allow truckers to connect directly with shippers and brokers, expanding their reach and visibility in the market. Building an online presence through social media platforms and professional networking sites can also help truckers establish their brand and attract potential business partners. In conclusion, the trucking industry is on the brink of a freight market collapse, with rates facing a massive drop. The combination of global economic slowdown, oversupply, and changing demand patterns has created an unfavorable environment for truckers. However, with the right strategies, truckers can survive and adapt to these challenging times. It is crucial for truckers to stay informed, adapt to changing market conditions, and explore new avenues for growth. By embracing innovation and collaboration, the trucking industry can emerge stronger from this crisis. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more updates on the transportation industry. Until next time, stay safe and keep trucking.